The Bible shows the way to go to heaven, not the way the heavens go. We cannot teach people anything, we can only help them discover it within themselves. They seem to forget that the increase of known truths stimulates the investigation, establishment, and growth of the arts, not their diminution or destruction. E puris I move. The laws of nature are written by the hand of God in the language of mathematics. You can't teach anybody anything, only make them realize the answers are already inside them. All truths are easy to understand, once they are discovered, the point is to discover them. Nothing can be taught to a man, only it's possibly to help him to discover it inside. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. Knowing thyself, that is the greatest wisdom. To be humane, we must ever be ready to pronounce that wise, ingenious, and modest statement, I do not know. Two truths cannot contradict one another. Some, merely to contradict what I had said, did not scruple to cast doubt upon things they had seen with their own eyes, again and again. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it, and dependent on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. I would beg the wise and learned fathers to consider with all diligence the difference which exists between matters of mere opinion and matters of demonstration. It vexes me when they would constrain science by the authority of the Scriptures, and yet do not consider themselves bound to answer reason and experiment. I think that in the discussion of natural problems, we ought to begin not with the Scriptures, but with experiments and demonstrations. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him. I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God, who has endowed us with sense, reason, and intellect has intended us to forego their use. You cannot teach a man anything, you can only help him find it within himself. In questions of science, the authority of 1,000 is not worth the humble reasoning of a single individual. All truths are easy to understand, once they are discovered, the point is to discover them. Passion is the genesis of genius. The sun, with all those planets revolving around it, and dependent on it, can still ripen a bunch of grapes as if it had nothing else in the universe to do. It is a beautiful and delightful sight to behold the body of the moon. Wine is sunlight held together by water. There are those who reason well, but they are greatly outnumbered by those who reason badly. Measure what can be measured, and make measurable what cannot be measured. Mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe. It is surely harmful to souls to make it a heresy to believe what is proved. By denying scientific principles, one may maintain any paradox. Names and attributes must be accommodated to the essence of things, and not the essence to the names, since things come first and names afterwards. I've loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. In the sciences, the authority of thousands of opinions is not worth as much as one tiny spark of reason in an individual man. Philosophy is written in that great book, which ever lies before our eyes, I mean the universe, but we cannot understand it if we do not first learn the language and grasp the symbols in which it is written.